Are we on number Aleph down below? I don't know where we're at. So the easiest thing to do is that we did Yud Gimel, and yesterday I did a small piece. I did number down to number Nun. Let's read the pasuk, and then I'll try to figure it out. So I'm sorry about this too, because this book has got me a little bit vermished. So he said, "V'alei itmar." So this is we're on page Yud Aleph at the top. Remember, Tzadik YESOD Olam. So this phrase is that the Tzadik, which is referring once again to YESOD, but he calls it the YESOD Olam. Olam, he said, refers to the Nutfa. So that's where we were. I don't know if we read that or not. That's my problem. Al Tzadik de La'elo. So we talk about the Tzadik de La'elo, al Tzadik ha'elyon. He says, Kaima, I'll find it. Kaima, Alma, the Iskasya, the world that is closed. Oma de Olam Mechusa. The question is, what is the Oma Mechusa? I guess we'll go over into that word Mechusa if I can find it. Okay, I found the place. Bal Tzadik de the Sata, and on the Tzadik that's down below. Bal Tzadik a Tachton. So the question is, he has a Tzadik Elyon, Tzadik Tachton. Is this referring to the elevator ride of Das? What's it talking about? Is it that YESOD is able to move up the middle line? He said, Al Tzadik de the Tata, there's a Tzadik down below too. In other words, YESOD above and below. Bal Tzadik a Tachton, Kaima Alma de Izgalia. That's a world that is revealed. Omid ha'olam ha'nigla. That's where the revealed world would be. Now, the revealed world sounds like it's the same concept that we had over here by Rosh Hashanah, something similar to that. Let's look on page Yud Gimel, down low, on number Bet. Number Bet, 1 second. He says, Kolomar, ala tzadik atachton hagashmi. Omid ha'olam hazera hagashmi shuhu mitzad malchus. So physicality is hagashmi. Omed ha'olam hazera bagashmi shuhu mitzad malchus, which is referring to malchus, or this physicality. V'kisei melech bir she'al YESOD zer anpin. So in regards to the YESOD zer anpin, which is not this world, it's the world of Atzilus. Omdos hamalchus shalo. Shehi Rachel, Hanikras Alma de Izgalia, which is the world of revelation. Why? Because she's from the Chaz of Lamata, where the YESOD of Bina stops, and there opens up like that. Let's go to number Gimel. Let's see, I'll try to find number Gimel. So number Gimel is on the next piece. The next piece says, V'hainu Matstiki Harabin. Now, these are phrases, of course, that we've seen previously. So he says that Matstiki harabim, haniskarim b'pasav hamaskilim yaskiru kana. We went through that before. The people who have the mind, they're able to shine. He said that haylushach b'pasav mechana es hamaskilim. So now it's calling the maskina b'sodas Torah in the certain terms of the secrets of the Torah. Gam b'shnei matzdiki rabim. They're called b'shem. Matzdiki rabim. It's the area that's able to bring tzedek, or let's say tzidkus, to the ordinary people, to everybody else. Mishum b'halchut tzadik the alma d'talion, because on that tzadik, b'mahalchut tzadika the alma d'talion. Shemishorish tzadik YESOD olam. This concept, which is called the tzadik YESOD olam. Haim Taluyim, they really depend on that. Val Kain, Haim Nikra Matzdiki al Rabim al Shemo. So let's pick up number Gimel here. I think we're okay in number Gimel. Number Gimel says, Bir Ba'or Yakar, Shabah Levaya, that it's coming to explain, Bezel Lama Haim Nikra Matzdiki al Rabim. Why should they be called by that name? V'lo yitzadik harabim, not tzadik harabim, but matzdiki, which means it's a verb. So he said, al kain, Mivar shalafi shehem tuluyim b'yesod and nikra tzadik. So since everything depends on yesod, yesod is called tzadik. Al kain hem nekroim matzdiki koloma. That is, the yesod is performing an act. Koloma shehem min hayesod hanikra tzadik, because they come from there. Matzdikim. So here he says the word mem is not the way I translated it. He says the mem means from the tzadik. Let's go to number Dalet. Amratalian velo havin. It says that they hang. This is another question that we see some places. This particular word, talian. Ki haviyasam v'mitziosam kuba malchus. Because everything about them and where you see them and they manifest is in malchus. V'rahim teluyim b'yesod. But the fact that that's where they're manifest. But everything depends on the yesod. Shebo hashorish shalachem, because that is where their root is. Going on to number A. It's Kolomar, Shareb Shimon, V'chaverov, V'kola Oskim B'Torah Sakabala, Heim Gorman Zivug B'Shnei HaYesodis in Iskarim, they cause the yichud of the yesod of the male and the female as their anpin and the yesod of the nok. I assume that's what he means. V'alkein ha'olam omad aleichem, so therefore the world that we understand, or once again he had said, well, we saw previously that the word olam refers to the nuk. Omad aleichem, it really stands on them. Ki behem we call hashvos, because in them, these yesodos, everything else depends. So we call haspashtos of both the olam mezivugim elu, from these zivugim. Now let's go back over and try to find my place. That was number hey. We did hey, and so we're in a different section over here on page Yud Bet. So behind them, but Tzadiki al-Rabim, from these Tzadiki al-Rabim, I did that wrong already. So because of Mavoyer ki ha-Rabim hu kinui l'shloshos avos. So what does that mean? Well, this really changes everything. He says when the Matzdikim al-Rabim, it refers to the avos. Chassid Gevurah Tiferes. Shehem nekroim Rabim lefi shehem shlosha, and they're called by the word multitude or big, because they have three bechinos. There are three of them. And before od my harabim, when we use that word harabim, he said, what are we talking about? Mi heim harabim and imazim b'pasuk zeh, even the isber alaiku halacha barabim. So this is where they says halachim for the multitude. So elu heim hachamim shene'emar aleichem. These are the hachamim that it says in regards to them halacha karabim. The halacha is like the majority. Rabim. They in mesitra the Avaham, because they come shehem chachamim habayim mitzad shloshas avos shehem sod chesed gevurah tiferes. Became sheshor shalachem. So since their root, who shlosha avos al kain nikroim rabim, the list rabim pachos mitlos. So we understand that they have three to get to the person of a plurality. Lefi she'ein rabim pachos mishlosh. V'chakinei v'halacha karabim. So this phrase where we use halacha karabim, we see this in the Mishnah, etc. Da shkinta, the rabim is the shchina. So he said the halacha karabim. That phrase refers to the shchina. We have some notes on it. Might be interesting. Da shchina, who remez the shchina hanikras halacha. This is a reference to the shchina, which is called halacha. So we'll make a mark here, and that's that. We're out of time, right? So we're out of time. So that's going to be the shir for today. Call Tuv. Thank you for learning with me. Have a wonderful Shabbat.